And welcome everyone to the next episode of Principals Podcast. So I always go over, so I'm starting the stopwatch now. It's not going to go over 5 minutes or I don't know, something terrible will happen. So this is episode 3, week beginning 2nd of October. For everyone that's new to Principal Podcasts, what are they? What do we do? Well, it's my way of communicating with parents. You are our most valued, trusted, appreciated stakeholders. And without you, we can't do what we do. So this is my way of sharing as much relevant information with you as we can. So we might review what's happened, we might celebrate significant achievements, provide information and whatnot to parents that I think is important for you to know, to share general information about what's happening, to explain aspects of what we do, why we do it, how we do it, because if you know, you can understand and support what we do, and to preview events and sort of raise awareness of certain things as well. Last week we focused on our CARE values of courage, ambition, respect and excellence. We are a values-led organisation, and it's really important to us that the whole school community adheres to these values, and we talk about them every single day, and we always will. Every child will be able to recite them. This week's Principals Podcast is on homework. Now, I know that homework isn't the most popular thing with students or indeed with parents at times, and I must admit that throughout my career I have been conflicted whether I am generally supportive of it or not. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to outline what we do, but most importantly I'm going to articulate the why. So what's the point and what's the rationale behind homework? And I truly believe if everyone watching this understands our why, they will support what we do because it is rooted in common sense, and most importantly, it's what the research tells us works. We'll look at how we do it and what it looks like, and we'll look at when we do homework as well. So why? What does the research say? We should always start everything with the why. We use the Education Endowment Foundation, which is an organisation that collates all of the educational research and puts it in one place for us to understand. And in short, homework has a positive impact on average of 5 months. What does this mean? Well, imagine you've got twins. One twin does their homework, one twin does not. Everything else would be the same. Well, that twin that does their homework is likely to be 5 months further ahead, which is huge, really, if you think about it, especially when you replicate that over years 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 25 months progress, over 2 years progress, compared to if you hadn't done homework at all. So it's really, really important that we understand homework works. Homework linked to classroom work is more effective. We have done that, and I'll outline how in a moment. Studies that include feedback on homework have a higher impact. Again, we do that. When we make the purpose of homework clear to pupils, it's more effective. Again, we've done that. And studies involving digital technology have greater impact. All our homework is done via digital technology. So really important to know, our entire approach to homework is rooted in what the educational research says actually works. If students do their homework, they will make more progress, they will remember more, and they will achieve more, and they will get better outcomes, and they will be able to access what they want to do when they leave school, and they will be more likely to live the life of their dreams. So really quick, so I've only got 1.5 minutes left. Homework are weekly quizzes set across pretty much every single subject via an online platform called Carousel Learning. The focus of learning homework is retrieval knowledge, so retrieval practice. If you do something once, you're not likely to remember it. If you do it again and again and again, and you're subjected to that content 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you're more likely to remember it because it transfers the knowledge from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. That's what the homework process feeds into. The link for homework is shared via class charts, which you've all got access to. But what students do is they revise, which they're essentially told the questions and they're told the answers, and then they have to do the quiz. So they're subjected to it when they revise, and then they do the quiz. And then afterwards, they have to almost like assess it to make sure that they've got the right answers. So they're encountering the information in 3 different ways. And then the most important part is this helps teachers identify what students can do and what they can't, what they do know and what they don't. So on one designated period per week, the most commonly like the most common misconceptions, the answers that students struggled with, they will be covered at the start of the lesson. So there's that link between homework and classwork. Again, so students see that actually there's actually a point to this. Every subject has its own designated day for homework, just to make it really easy for students to organise themselves and to make sure there's not choke points throughout the week. Just a quick note, there's over 4,000 questions answered correctly in the first week. We launched our homework a couple of weeks ago, which is a huge step forward. So thank you to all parents that have supported us and made sure that their young person does their homework. If you want to know how to help, just please nag, support, encourage, incentivize, make sure they've got a place to do it. The homework is short and sharp. It's only going to take a quarter of an hour. We don't believe in homework that takes hours and hours. So short, sharp, just make sure it's done, have those conversations, and make sure it's a topic of conversation at home. Make homework a thing. Students that do it are going to make progress. They are more likely to do what they want to be able to do when they leave school, which ultimately is what we want. We want them to lead long, happy, beautiful lives, and they have a job that they enjoy. That's more likely if they do well at school. Homework is a key part of that. And really quickly, what's coming up? Thank you to everyone that attended our post-16 evening. That was focusing on our year 11s last week, where all the local colleges and sixth forms came in to talk to our year 11s so they can make more informed decisions about where they go next year. Work experience information evening, Tuesday the 10th, that's for year 10 parents, and Thursday the 26th of October we have our year 7 parents evening. So again, as I do every week, I've gone slightly over, so I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to talking to you again during my next Principals podcast. Thank you.